So now is the time to be strategic, and how we empower this new cloud workforce is more critical than ever.
Hello and welcome to Enterprise Connect 2021. This is where you want to go to find out more about enterprise communication and collaboration. I am Father Robert Ballecer, the digital Jesuit, your guide to all things in the enterprise. But of course, I don't guide you by myself. I'm going to need a little help from experts. That's why today I am speaking with Mr. Steve Ervin. He is the product marketing lead for Google Chrome OS. Steve, thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Hey, Rob, thanks for having me on QuickTalk. We're really excited to be joining you and the attendees here in Orlando and virtually this year. So thanks again.
Now, Google, of course, is always a major player. Any market that it decides to come into, it's going to be one of the big players. It just has that much weight. There's so much innovation. There's so much technology. Honestly, there's so much history that you are immediately a force to be dealt with. But Enterprise Connect is a niche market. It specifically caters to an audience that is looking for advantages within unified communication solutions. So knowing that, I've got to ask, what is not just Google, but Google Chrome OS doing at Enterprise Connect?
Yeah, that's a really great question. First, Rob, it's really been quite a year, right? The way we've worked has changed dramatically over the past 18 months. COVID-19 has really forced companies to react fast, and technological and cultural norms have transformed overnight as organizations like contact centers have scrambled to adapt. So we've seen living rooms, become offices. We've seen meeting rooms become video calls, and we know it's been challenging for businesses and IT leaders. But they have been successful, and they've been able to increase their cloud adoption. They've been able to get remote workers set up fast. But the reality is that a lot of employee endpoints have been left behind, and they're still being burdened by legacy technology that has made it hard to work with remote and hybrid environments. And we know leaders, they're dealing with network and connectivity issues. Their operating systems and infrastructure require ongoing maintenance and upgrades. And, it's even harder to do this remotely. So not all of this is, it's not only impacting the employee or agent experience and leading to high turnover rates, but it's also obviously affecting the quality and timeliness of customer service. So now we really think it's the time to be strategic. It's about how we empower this new cloud force, and it's becoming more critical than ever. So we really want to help attendees strategize. We want to help them adopt agile cloud-first solutions and devices that are not going to only empower employees, but also help them make better, faster decisions. And all of this is going to lead to having a competitive advantage for these businesses. Really, Chrome OS is the cloud-first platform that can help businesses and IT leaders do this. And we're excited to help them and share.
I like the fact that you believe that this is the time to be strategic. It would be very easy to look at the rapid adoption over the last 18 months and say, well, UC is doing fine, let's just stay the course. But like you said, it's time to look at what we're using, how we're using it, and how it could be better. Now, let's address that specifically. As the pandemic has forced us to become more comfortable with these UC tools, with these work from home tools, with these remote office tools, it's also changed how people think of those tools. It's changed what they expect from their UC suite, from their communications programs. Now, that means we've evolved what we want. People have now refined their taste. They know what to look for when they're looking for a UC tool. What is Chrome OS doing to address that evolving need?
As we look at evolving the needs, of this workspace, we know that security threats are increasing. We know that agent productivity is a top priority, and it's hard to manage and deploy devices. These challenges have really only been increased, as you mentioned, through the pandemic and having remote work. But Chrome OS is really an operating system that you can use as your platform to secure and optimize your contact center. You can protect your business and customer information with our end-to-end security. And in fact, we've actually never had a reported ransomware attack ever on a Chrome OS device. Chrome OS can help increase agent productivity. It can save them up to 3 hours per week in downtime. That's driven from our seamless updates that happen in the background, so you don't have to wait for an update to install. It's super easy to onboard new agents, and it's a clutter and error-free OS. And lastly, to help IT with high turnover rates and a distributed workforce, Chrome OS can help them deploy devices faster and manage remotely. And in fact, Chrome OS devices can deploy up to 76% faster than Windows 10 devices. So overall, contact center leaders can deploy Chrome OS, and they can do this while integrating into their existing solutions and infrastructure. We have a thriving end-to-end ecosystem from hardware to apps to peripherals. And really, Chrome OS is the cloud-first platform that can address the challenges today.
Is there anything you can share about what you might be releasing or any news that might be leaking out around Enterprise Connect?
Look, Rob, I'd love to tell you, but I've got a lot of things that I can't talk about until the week of Enterprise Connect. So what I would encourage all the attendees to do is come join our sessions on September 28th. You can hear about all of our new product announcements, and you can actually talk directly to our product and customer engineering teams about how to get started deploying.
That is fair enough. I mean, it leaves us something to wait for when we get to Enterprise Connect in Orlando. I have been speaking with Mr. Steve Ervin. He is the product marketing lead of Google Chrome OS. Steve, thank you so very much. This is a nice peek behind the curtain of Chrome OS. Now, if people wanted to find out more about what Chrome OS could do for them, more about what your solutions might do for their productivity, where should they go?
Go to chrome.com/OS. And you can hear all about Chrome OS and how it can cloud power your workforce.
Thanks again. I'm Father Robert Balacer, the Digital Jesuit, and stay tapped because we've got plenty more from Enterprise Connect 2021.